Okay, Jeremy, just a quick recap. I'm going to send you a few videos from our lesson yesterday, mate. So we've got Jordan Spieth on the right side. So the first thing we spoke about when we got you on camera yesterday was just changing your setup a little bit, moving your hands just a little bit closer to your body, right? You can see how his arms are pretty much falling down from his shoulders. You're kind of reaching out for the ball a lot, which produces all this space under here. Now we want a bit of space there, but not quite as much as what you've got. So one of the things I would want you to do before you come back for your next session is just make sure your hands are closer to your body. And then as we start moving back, we spoke about that finger going down the side of the handle. We got your hands on better. But with regards to moving up to the top of your swing, your hands are moving inward. That was pretty good. You get to there, that's pretty good. As you get to the top, and this will be more evident as we look at your swing from face on, a lot of bend in that elbow, and your hands are kind of high. If we draw a line up going up from your right shoulder, you can see your hands are pretty much over your right shoulder. You look at a pro, we draw a line up from the right shoulder. Their hands are always behind that line, coming straight up from the right shoulder. So basically their hands are deeper, which means more this way, right? More behind them would be another way of thinking about it. Because ultimately what we want from the top of the swing position, mate, is to be able to come down and the club stay somewhat between these red lines, right? That's generally what you see the pros do right now. Some might have the club and the club head close to the top line. Some might have it close to the bottom line. Some might have it slightly above the top line. Some might have it slightly below the bottom line. But it's generally within those two red lines, right? The plane. What you're doing to start down is coming way over the top. You can see it, your hands and your arms now. Your hands and the club are coming through your neck as you come down. You look at Jordan Spieth, his hands and his club are kind of coming through the base, through the middle of his right bicep, right? So inevitably from that position, you stay very much on your back foot, so there's no movement onto your front foot. There's no movement onto your left side. That's one of the things that we worked on. But from your over the top swing, mate, from the top coming down, you can see just how much that club head is moving across the ball there, right? So all your divots are going left, and your bad when you get hold of the ball and you don't miss-hit it, your shots are going to either be left or they're going to have that big curve on it, that big fade and that big slice, especially with your long clubs. Okay, so one of the things we worked on was, and we'll show you this in a second from the face-on view, but just getting your structure better with your setup and your backswing, so that you've got a chance then as you come down of actually bringing the club down here, not over the top this way, right? Just like you see the pros, you see Jordan Spieth from the top coming down, that his hands and the club coming underneath his right shoulder, and then as he carries on down into impact, he can attack the ball from the inside. You see this club head attacking the ball slightly from the inside, right? And that's what our objective is, right? But obviously there's a position we need to be in at impact, and that position is make sure we're on our left foot, the right foot starting to come off the ground. We've turned out the way of it with our shoulders and our hips, and we've got our hips over our front foot. Okay. So you can see just how over the top you come, still very much on this back foot, still got too much of this back foot on the ground, and then we just cut across it. So everything we're doing so far, everything we're gonna do so far with regards to changing your movement patterns is going to be helping you to hit the ball more solid, so correcting your low point. So you hit the ball first and then the ground, and also coming down more underneath this line. Okay.